We are officially live talking sports with the 12th man. Let's
Yes,
do
sir.
it. Representing. We love it. Let's go, Gary.
Cheers, everyone.
Wednesday. It is another amazing day. We gotta catch up, man. It feels like this week is this month is flying by. We're only on March 6th. Cinco de Mayo was yesterday, so just kind of reeling from that. So, man, hope you guys had some fun. It's been a busy couple days.
Yes.
Let's get it. We're still waiting for JQ to jump. See how he gets in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy belated birthday to Arnetta too. Hope she had fun. I think we're talking about that too as well. All that fun stuff.
Yeah, happy birthday, Arnetta.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had fun, and
When it's your birthday, you party all month.
There it is.
we do anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, America, we are ready.
Arnetta, make sure Gary spoils you all month.
I spoil her all year.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
We spoil each other.
Yeah.
We were talking about that
Matter of
today.
fact,
You
I
know,
think, Gary, you should sell that Falcons jersey you're wearing and use that money towards your wife. The better use of your funds.
It's Falcon jersey. It's fine. It's fine. He's doing his thing, man. It's all good. Hey,
I might even wear my Saints jersey one of these.
All right, now we talking.
You know what, Gary? First it was cool. Now I don't know anymore. I'm messing with you.
You gotta get you a Drew Brees Saints jersey or Archie Manning Saints jersey.
No.
Drew Brees.
Well, anyway, America, we are super excited to get you guys on. We'll wait for JQ to join in.
Hill.
Oh, man.
Yeah, gosh, yeah.
Let's go ahead and end this and get this party started.
Do they even have a jersey? Does he have a jersey?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh, do you?
Mm-hmm.
It was one of his game jerseys, wasn't it?
Huh?
They don't sell it, do they? Do they sell his jersey?
Taysom Hill?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Saints Nation love Taysom Hill.
I don't know why.
Exactly. That's enough Saints talk for the moment. Let's go.
Anyway,
Falcons killer
let's
for
get on
sure.
this.
He was a Falcons killer.
You know what? We're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and start this up. Welcome to the Just Talking Sports, the 12th man, on this Wednesday, May the 6th. We are super excited to get you guys on. Let me get the crowd going here so we can have some fun here. I'm gonna throw it to you, Gary, right now because I'm not really feeling Rob right now. But how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. So we got an appointment tomorrow for Arnetta, and then after the appointment,
What's going on, everyone?
Look at Rob. He's making posts over there.
we're gonna go get some. We're gonna go get massages.
There it is.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
I saved you, Gary, because we never know what's going to come out of Rob's mouth as far as what he ate, asparagus, something this and that, So, I kind of got you the first right of refusal there. So
It was nice to be in the starting lineup.
there you go, man. There you go, man. Rob Ford, how you feeling, man?
Hey man, doing good, man. I need to be eating asparagus. Feel like I put on a few pounds, man. Here in Arizona, I eat Mexican food, man. And so yeah, I need some more asparagus in my life. So somebody need to hook me up.
What's up, Richard? Good to see you, my guy. Let's
What's
go.
happening, Richard?
Welcome.
All is good. Ready to talk some sports.
Let's get it.
You guys are,
I'm not seeing Rich. Oh, there it is. I can see it down there.
Yeah, I got to put it. Yeah, like I promise every time we get this going.
y'all
here.
dirty for making me look at them Falcon jerseys tonight.
There we go. That's better. Oh, we got Duke with us too. Good.
Yeah, Duke showing some
What's
love.
happening, Duke?
Yeah, a lot of love, man. Marcy, I think, is on, and we'll see. So a lot of love for the crew, man.
What's
So
happening, Marcy?
really quickly, we got a lot of things to discuss. You know the drill. Follow us on Facebook, where Rich and Marcy and Duke are watching us talking sports with the 12th man. We are on Twitter X at the number 12 THMAN Sports, as the cross says, and YouTube on another 12th man sports. So let's get this party started here. We're going to talk a lot of things. We got to talk, some baseball, some NBA, mock draft, college basketball, baseball, all of the above here. And I guess, Rob the reason why I'm wearing these jerseys is because you got to talk about New York, and I'm not happy with the Knicks right now. But it's all good. So, we'll give you your little start here, talking about what's happening to the Yankees and Anthony. What is it? Volpe. He needs more seasoning. Obviously he kind of struggled here, sitting down to AAA. He just kind of, I think just kind of the lights and just kind of a tough start. Batting kind of sub 200. Maybe he just, needs to go down and just kind of get some more seasonings, and he'll be okay, man. So obviously he's got a lot of big shoes to fill, right? The Jeters of the world, playing shortstop. So you got a lot of, shoes to fill, man. So, that's okay. Go back, get some timing, kind of get some more experience, and he'll be back. He's too talented not to be back for sure.
Yeah, and it was one of those things that you have a player that's he was obviously injured, and you have sometimes you want to ride the hot hand, right? And a lot of you all basketball fans, you remember Chuck Daly with the Detroit Pistons, right? They won 2 championships. One of the things I think Chuck Daly was the master at as a head coach, he always, made sure the guy that with the hot hand stayed in the game. Yeah. And they would ride that guy with the hot hand. He was really good. He was a master at that. And that was one of the things that, the Yankees are doing right here with Volpe, right? Yeah. So when you look at it, Caballero has been playing really well in replace of Volpe. So you don't want to mess up, a good thing right now with the way he's playing with 13 stolen bases, 13 RBIs, 4 home runs. And then, the Yankees got good depth there too with Paul Goldschmidt, Ahmed Rosario, Ryan McMahon. So it was an opportunity for Volpe to kind of get some additional work in the minors, right? So I think he's still part of their long-term plans. He's only 25 years old. Yep. So I think Volpe is definitely still part of their long-term plans. A talented guy. And, the Yankees, I think they've won like 12 out of their last 15 games, 7-3 in their last 10 games. And as good as they've been playing, they lost today to the Rangers 6-1. And the Rays is only a half game behind them. And so you talk about the 2 best teams in the American League are in the AL East. So the Yankees are 25-12, the Rays are 24-12. And the last time they played, the Rays swept them. So if you're the Yankees, the Rays are right up behind them, and the Rays are playing really well. The Rays are actually 9-1 in their last 10. So you're talking about the Yankees are rolling, but the Rays are even hotter right now, right? So real scary for the Yankees when it comes to the division. And the funny thing is, the rest of the American League is kind of weak. Cleveland Guardians are leading the AL Central at 500. The A's, they don't even have a city. And they're leaving the AL West at 500, right? These teams are leading their division at 500. Like I said, the A's don't even have a city. They're just called the Athletics right now, right? They don't even have a city on their name, right? They're playing their home games in Sacramento until their stadium in Las Vegas is ready. They're in first place. And like I said, don't even have a city. When you look at the National League side, Andre, you'll like this. I mean, Braves have been flat out outstanding. 7-3.
Let's go.
The Braves got a half game lead over the Yankees for the best record in the majors right now, right?
Yeah.
So I know Acuna is out for a little while, right? I don't know how long he's out. I know he just got hurt.
Yeah, he's got the straightened hamstring.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
He's got the best. They've got the best record in the majors.
Yep.
Then you got the Cubs. The Dodgers, of course, of late have been like a 500 team, 5-5 last 10 games. They haven't been playing as well as you would expect with the kind of payroll that they have right now. Yeah. And don't talk about the Mets. The Mets got the highest payroll in baseball. Oh, and they're trash.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the Mets, man. Sorry to my guy Tad, man. He's a huge Mets fan. Woo, man. Yeah.
Welcome, JQ.
Yeah, I see JQ's on, and then Richard's talking about some former Beavers here. What is it, Travis Bonza, whatever, and Richmond. Yeah. So yeah.
Mets socks right here.
There it is.
I had a Mets jersey. You had the Mets socks on today.
I ain't doing that. We ain't going that far. Good stuff, man. Yeah, I mean, like you said, anything else to add to that, Gary, as far as your thoughts with the Yankees?
No, I mean, if I were Volpe, I would be concerned because
Volpe.
You got a guy in there that's replacing you, playing good offense and defense, and all these players are, they can be replaced. There's guys that are wanting to come up and get their shot. This Correa is getting his shot, and he's doing a good job. So
Yeah.
I'd be worried.
Yeah. Right call. Ultimately, it's the right call because obviously, like you said, that was a good analogy, Rob, with Chuck Daly riding the hot hand of Vinny, the microwave, Adrian Dantley back in the day, the Pistons. Man, they were just like, man, he knew how to make those calls and whatnot too. So, like you said, Volpe, you'll be fine. Go back, get some more seasoning, get some more playing time, and I guarantee you there'll be a time whenever he'll be ready and go from there too. Let's talk about Carlos Correa, man. After the season, torn ligament. Astros were struggling to keep pace in the AL West as it was. Rob, 31. Just kind of a tough blow for the Astros, if you will, too. So I don't know if you want to comment on that, and I'll kind of take a step back on that one. JQ, can you hear us, man? Okay, just making sure you're good. Okay, good stuff.
Yeah, we just talked about it. When you look at the American League, I mean, outside of the Yankees and the Rays, man, everybody's like 500 or below. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Right. And so, you got to think the Astros run is definitely over. So time for them to rebuild. But when you think about it, they're only 4 games back. I mean, the team with no cities in first place at 500, but they're still only 4 games back. So that's probably still anybody's division. But I think long term, I still think Seattle wins that division.
Yeah. Yeah, they beat us today too, so that was kind of a rough one. Anything else to add to that?
But they're not a dynasty.
Yeah, it's over.
Well, dynasty may not be the right word, but they had a nice little run there for 8-9 years of always being in the playoffs, always competing. So they had a nice little run there for sure.
So you're going to give them the
And they were stealing signs at one point.
They were trying to be like Bill Belichick over here, man. Trying to get some.
In Michigan.
Oh man, there you go. Anything else, Jake? You want to add anything to that or no? Man? Anything here?
No.
Okay, he's like, nah. Okay, that sounds like he had a rough day, man. It's all good.
No Reds calls, JQ.
Them MFers just gave up 3 walk-off games in a row. I am so fucking mad at the Reds right now. I'm sorry, America, but
he's coming in hot.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, all right.
There you have it, folks.
JQ was holding his peace, man. He was waiting for that.
The good thing the FCC is not going to find us.
Wow. So
I don't think that's happened before. You gave up 3 walk-offs in the bottom of the 10th in a row, on top of giving a walk of 7 straight dudes in Pittsburgh. I'm so mad with Cincinnati right now. I ready to take this shit off my wall.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Wow.
Man, stick with your team, man.
It's embarrassing. I'm tired of being embarrassed. It's embarrassing.
You still 4 games above 500.
It's embarrassing.
I feel you, JQ. We've had some situations, especially after that Hawks loss, man. I'm with you, man.
JQ, I really appreciate you because we got 2 other knuckleheads on the show wearing Falcons gear. And so I appreciate you, man, for not coming on here with no Falcons gear.
Now, listen, I had to go to something that wouldn't embarrass me, so I just went with my alma mater in front of my family.
There you go.
Shit.
FAMU. I'll take FAMU any day over the Falcons.
Yeah, like you said, that's a good call too, Duke. We're talking about Olsen top 3. Yeah. Air Judge number 1, 15 home runs. Yeah. Look at that. Ohtani, yeah. That's some good stuff, Duke. Appreciate the shout out. And yeah, I don't think Matt Olsen gets enough love, man. I mean, obviously just you're replacing Freddie Freeman, man. That is almost impossible to replace that. And still Freddie's still Freddie, man. That still one hurts, man. But
Gary, man, you couldn't wear Portland Trailblazers.
This guy is still going
Miami
about
Hurricanes
jerseys,
or
man.
Oregon Ducks.
Come on, man.
Yes, I
I
can.
can take you in the Dallas Cowboys over the Falcons.
Yes, I can. I can.
Hey, man. Hey, it's all good. Me and Gary had a good talk before.
I'm going to wear this more often, though. I love it.
JQ may want to hold his
y'all
ear.
must want me to curse like JQ, man. Come on.
We'll talk. We'll go.
It's all in fun. I'm having a good time.
I know.
we'll go fast because you know, I know JQ's not the hugest Braves fan, but iconic Ted Turner passed, and you talk about just kind of a person that you know, just his legacy was pretty amazing. The fact that he was able to put the Braves on the Superstation TBS, that's why we have so many Braves fans, and you know, love and hate, because apparently you can hate the Braves too if you just like, man, this guy. But you know, apparently he was I think he was like in rowing or something like that, and he wanted to watch. He bought the Braves and wanted to watch him. He couldn't watch him, and so he's calling everyone to say, how come I can't, you know, watch the team, you know, on my boat, whatever. And so that's kind of where it started and triggered all that stuff, and then him, you know, buying certain things too. And then, you know, Turner, and then just everything Turner Classics. And then, you know, he just like, hey, let's just put, I mean, it was a great story how he got
Well,
started.
he won that America Cup, that sailing.
Yeah.
Couple
That's
of
what I
times.
said, America's Cup. Thank you, Gary. So it was interesting how that started it. And, you know, what he did was just kind of, you know, trailblazing, and, you know, kind of how, you know, TV and sports, or, you know, the landscape is kind of, you know, a lot to him now. In spite of all that, you know, I wasn't cool with how he named the stadium Ted Turner. But again, you know, that's just me, you know, a little upset about that. But I finished with the name after Hank Aaron, but gave him a statue, whatever, you know. And we'll let that kind of slide too. I don't want to disparage, you know, my guy that just passed. But, you know, just what he was able to do was phenomenal, because anywhere you went, hey, let's just put the Braves on TBS. And that's kind of how there's so many Braves fans. So kudos to him. And, you know, obviously CNN and everything that he did, you know, just a entrepreneur, philanthropist, or whatever you can call, you know. So cool dude. We'll
It's
kind
a
of
big part on how
there.
we watch sports in this.
That's
day
what I was
and
saying.
age.
Yeah, the landscape of media
Created
sports.
by
Yeah,
he
yeah,
did.
yep. So I'm not gonna spend too much time on that, because, like I said, cool dude. But
Yeah.
like, so there's some things like, yeah, I ain't cool with that. But
Hey, I remember that back in the day growing up. Superstation TBS.
Yeah, man. The cartoons, they had the Cartoon Network. They had all kinds of things in that too, man. So
Yeah.
kudos to him
You
on
know,
that.
I mean, obviously I grew up a Yankees fan, but believe it or not, there are a lot of people in Louisiana and New Orleans area that grew up Braves fans because the Braves were on TV.
Yeah.
And even though we hate the Falcons, but a lot of them grew up Braves fans, believe it or not.
Let's go. We'll take it.
That's why I hate them.
See, two sides. You got either love and hate. You know.
Uh-huh.
Let's move on. Let's talk about some the top 5 NFL defenses in the NFL for next season. So this is you know, obviously your thoughts on this. I'm gonna kind of I'm just gonna throw my 5. You guys can kind of carry on. I've got the Texans, the Seahawks, Broncos, Eagles, and Rams, just really fast. But I want to be fast because I want you guys to kind of get your thoughts in, and tell me your thoughts about who you got. You know, you can start with that, Gary. We'll get JQ on going as well too, because I know he's itching to go as well.
I'm not.
Well, I've got the Texans at 1, the Seahawks at 2, the Broncos at 3, Philly at 4, and the Rams at 5.
Same as me. Okay.
Rob.
I like Seattle. I think the top 3 clearly is Seattle, Denver, and Houston, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Those are definitely the top 3. I think the next 2 might surprise you. Man, Carolina, man, they racked up in free agency from a defensive perspective this season. I think they're going to be a really good defensive football team this coming year. I don't like it because they're in the same division with my Saints, but I think Carolina's defense is going to be really legit this coming season. And then the other team I think is improved defensively going into this coming season is the New England Patriots too. I think they're going to be really legit. I know the Rams improved that secondary.
Yeah.
And so I can see them being in the top 10. I don't know about top 5 just yet, but I like I said, I think Houston, Denver, and Seattle is clearly above everyone else. But I'm going to go with Carolina and New England rounding off the top 5.
You want to add to that, JQ?
I wonder why nobody puts Cleveland in there. Cleveland always has a good defense. They just offense just sucks.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Are they top 5?
I think what I was looking at,
okay,
they had Cleveland around 7 or 8.
Yeah, they were in the top 10 for sure.
They were definitely right up there.
Yeah,
I think if you gave them a
You can't be looking at nobody else. You got to have your own opinion.
Listen, I get to play them twice. Unfortunately, I think they slip a little because they're on the field so often because that offense was so bad. If you get them any kind of capable quarterback play, I think that Cleveland defense is actually pretty good. Like you hate to say that about Carolina, I hate to say that about Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, Cleveland is one of those teams. You're right, JQ, because they're on the field so much, they don't get as much love as some of the others. But I can see them if they had a offense that could sustain drives and actually maybe score some points and stuff now and again. That defense could go from number 8 to one of the top 3.
Yeah.
Right. You know what it is? They're the opposite of the Bengals and the Cowboys. Where you're like, if you had a capable defense that was in the top 15, then the Bengals and the Cowboys would be right there. It's the flip side for the Browns, right? Like if we had a top 15, 17 offense, then our defense would be higher up. So,
yeah, when you look at what Carolina did, Carolina added Jalen Phillips, who had a heck of a season with Philadelphia last year as an edge, signing him to a 4-year, $120 million. Then he also signed Devin Lloyd at the linebacker position, who had a heck of a year with Jacksonville last year too. I mean, those acquisitions alone, I think, is going to have Carolina as one of the better front sevens in football next season, especially if they can keep Horn healthy in the secondary.
Stuff. We're happy to hear that. Thank you for reporting that. Yeah, good call on Otani too, Rich. I know he's been doing amazing too as well. Even though, keep him with that. Let's talk about a couple things here as far as the Raiders. And now, this is interesting that we're giving some Raiders some love. So there you go, Vegas. Should they start Fernando Mendoza, or when? I guess is the question. And obviously, I think if I'm jumping in and adding my little 2 cents, obviously I think it's going to be a nice. They're going to get him acclimated. He's not going to start week 1. Maybe like kind of midseason, if you will. Let Kirk do his thing, but then Kirk is not the answer for sure. And then once he gets acclimated, I probably said midseason is kind of a good time to get him going. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I like the approach of starting Kirk Cousins initially and letting Mendoza having a little time to watch the game a little bit from the sidelines and kind of see the flow and things of that nature and kind of learn from a veteran. But I do think maybe week 4, week 5, or somewhere around that time frame, you pass the baton over to Mendoza and let him finish the season, unless the Raiders are starting out like 4-0 or something with Kirk Cousins. Then you don't want to, but you don't want to mess that up.
Don't line for
I don't think any of us envision that happening. But
No,
I mean, shucks. But didn't he end the season with the Falcons finishing 4-0 in the last 4 starts of the season? So, I mean, he was the best quarterback on the Falcons team last season. So anything is possible. But I would say somewhere on week 4, week 5, week 6, you pass it over to him.
Does anybody know offhand when Vegas' bye week is?
Well, the schedule hadn't come out yet. It's going to be out in a week or 2.
That's true. You're right. I'm jumping hard before the course. Cart before the horse. Typically, we see in these situations when you have a young quarterback you're trying to bring along and you have a veteran in there. If the veteran is playing well, then you have a longer leash with your young quarterback. But if they're struggling, it always seems like the bye week, especially if you get it in like week 6 through 9, right? That you can kind of let them sit and watch. You get a decent sample size of what the veteran quarterback is doing, then you make a decision there. So I don't know if we can quite make that determination of when he would come in. But my guess would be if you get a bye week in that 6-9 range, and the Raiders are 2-7 or 3-6, somewhere in there. If it's week 9, I think would be the bye week. Would be the week after the bye week would be my guess.
And that's and Cousins is he's a competent quarterback, so he'll go in there and do his thing. And if they're 4-4 or 4-3 and 5 or something during that time, they'll probably make a change. But what are they going to do if Kirk Cousins goes in there and stinks and they're 0-5? Are they going to throw this kid to the wolves at that point in time?
You might as well.
Yeah.
Or are you just going to ride this season out? Or
No. His name is David Carr. You don't do that. You listen. Kirk Cousins has to know that win, lose, or draw, that he's going to be in there to start this. Until I'm telling you, if you watch the trend, it's going to go into a bye week. They're not going to throw him in there, because you get that extra week to get him prepared, is what they say. But I just don't see them pulling the trigger that fast and just throw Mendoza to the wolves, because you want to have him long term, because you don't want him to turn into David Carr.
Right. That's.
Well, I think he will start at some point next season. There's no doubt about that. And obviously, you got to have a good pulse for that. And I don't see it happening earlier than week 4. So I can see JQ's point 2 as late as week 9, but I don't see it happening as earlier than week 4, in my opinion. I think you want to have him to see the game from a different perspective on the sidelines to see how the flow of an NFL game goes. But at some point, he's the number 1 pick overall in the draft. So the expectation is he's the answer at the quarterback position long term. So he will start at some point next season.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking as if the Raiders organization is this organization that's just going to make all those right decisions, and they're not the San Francisco 49ers or Philadelphia or Kansas City, where they have organizations that make.
Well, they got a whole new regime there too, so you got to kind of see how
they got Tom Brady.
Yeah, they got Tom Brady. They got a new regime. They got Kubiak. Who's been around the game a long time. His dad was a pretty solid coach in the game.
Yep.
So you think if Tom Brady walked in that room and said, "Hey, I don't want him starting until week 9," they would just listen to him?
I think 100%.
I think he would have a strong impact. Absolutely.
Yep, I do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think that's how they got him to do it.
Balls.
We said this last year about Jacksonville, right? That historically Jacksonville hasn't had a lot of success, but they had a new coach last year, Liam Cohen. He came in, he did a really good job. You got to give this Raider team a chance here. Kubiak was offensive coordinator on the Super Bowl winning team last season.
Yep.
He's worked under Shanahan. He's been with his dad, and then you got Tom Brady. So you got to give them a chance to see what they're going to do in this organization. So I throw everything out of the window for what they've done in the past.
Yeah, they had a really smart draft class, obviously. Coming through, like we talked about, Kubiak, he wants to run the ball. He's going to protect his young quarterback. Getting Mike Washington from Arkansas, getting some good picks. Getting some defense. He was with. He understood, and obviously they still have your boy.
That 1-2 punch at running back with Genty and Mike Washington. That could be serious.
Still got Brock Bowers. Obviously they can. You got some. You still maybe need some more weapons, but like you said.
So they've got enough weapons.
Who's the other weapon besides Brock Bowers? Who else is besides Brock Bowers?
That's what I'm saying. Ain't no maybe. That's a definite. But they got 2 games against the Chargers, 2 games against the Broncos, 2 games against the Chiefs. What do you think they're doing in those 6 games? 1 and 5 at best.
1 and 5.
Yeah.
Easily. 1 and 5 at best.
Yep.
And that right there is.
Yep. Yeah. But like I said, the good news is that's what we're trying to say. I mean, it's not like it's the Jets, like, hey, we're still in there. No, give them some time to kind of, grow, see how the game is played, and again, I have my feelings about Kirk.
What is Brady's position with the team?
He's a part
owner.
owner.
He wants it to be.
Yeah, he's a part owner. But hey, I live in Las Vegas, and I've shared this with a lot of Vegas fans, and I think if the Raiders go 6-11 next season, that's a win, right? You want to have incremental improvement. And if they go 6-11 next season, and a lot of them laughed at me when I said it. I wasn't trying to be funny, but if they go 6-11, and what they were 1-16, I think they were 2-15 this past season. That's an incremental improvement. That's the direction. You've had few organizations that would jump from 2 wins to 10 wins or 2 wins to 11 wins. It's incremental improvement is what you want to see. You want to see some kind of momentum going in the right direction here. And I think if they go 6-11, that's a win for the Raiders organization next season.
You said they would go 1 and 5 in the division. They would have to go 5 and 6 against everybody else. That's a tall task.
Yeah,
well, no, you're talking 1 and 5 in the division. So
to go 6-11, they would have to go 5 and 6 versus everybody else.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. See what the schedule looks like.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm saying if they go 6-11, that's a win for them.
Who's the one win?
Who's the one
win they get in the division? Split with the Chargers.
Yeah, maybe the Chiefs. I mean, look, Chiefs
Stop
were the
that.
worst out of those
No,
last year.
God, come on, Rob.
No, they were. They were the worst of the three. And then look, even before Patrick Mahomes' injury last season, the Chiefs were an average football team last year. Let's call it what it is.
I agree, but if I had to bet money on it, the one win for me will be against the Chargers.
Yeah. Don't be betting the mortgages or anything like that.
Well, no, never down. Damn the AFC West. They ain't gonna never do nothing like that.
We're gonna show you some love, Richard. So right now, Aaron Rodgers was talking about.
Okay.
There are some rumors
I'm
about.
gonna make a drink.
There was he's a make a drink. There's some rumors about him going to Cardinals. That has no legs, obviously, because there were some thoughts that because he was going to get reunited with Nathaniel Hackett. He's expected to return to the Steelers if he doesn't retire. And if you're the Cardinals, obviously, you saw the couple of disasters with Rodgers, with what happened with the Jets, if you will. I think they're going to stick with a clean slate. They're still going to figure out what they're going to do with Jacoby and Gardner Minshew and Gary's favorite third-round pick, Carson Beck. So I think if you're the Cardinals, you're going to kind of stay the course and not disrupt that room, if you will. And we'll talk about this as well. I'm going to get JQ back because we can kind of also trigger it too if the Cardinals made the right decision in drafting Jeremiyah Love. And whenever you're looking at a couple of, I know they got dinged for it. And, if you're the Cardinals, you're probably thinking, hey, we're going to take the best player on the board, right? That's in their mind, maybe the highest draft player on their board. And if you think about it, right, they still have Marvin Harrison Jr., right? So, so at this juncture, I know they signed Tyler Algier, but why not double down and get a dynamic, player in Jeremiyah Love? He's versatile. He can catch out the backfield. You don't put too much wear and tear on Tyler Algier, and you kind of strengthen that running game. And obviously you have Mike LaFleur, who came from that 49er tree or the Shanahans and whatnot too. So, why not just keep having a dynamic running back like a Christian McCaffrey, if you will, something like that. Maybe that's what he's thinking in his head. So I think it was a good decision, even though they're kind of getting some flack for it. But, they're just building and from there too. So that's my kind of 2 cents on both Aaron Rodgers not happening to the Cardinals. And, if they made a mistake in drafting Jeremiyah Love, I think, like I said, best player available on the board at the time.
Yeah. And, going back to the Aaron Rodgers, I agree with you, Dre. I don't think that has any legs with him going. If he's playing next season, it's going to be with the Steelers.
What would be the point? What would be the point of that? I don't.
Yeah.
Because Nathaniel Hackett was one of his favorite offensive coordinators. He came from the Green Bay and stuff like that too. So that's kind of that's what they're trying to make the tie or make the connection, Gary. So
if you compare Aaron Rodgers' numbers, now look, Jacoby Brissett has not had the career Aaron Rodgers had, so I don't want anybody to get confused. I'm just talking about last season.
Right.
If you look at Jacoby Brissett's numbers versus Aaron Rodgers' numbers last season, very similar. So if I'm the Cardinals, look, you're still building something there, right? Or you're trying to build something there, I should say, right? I wouldn't waste my time with Aaron Rodgers. I'll still ride it out with Jacoby Brissett. Now, look, Aaron Rodgers had a better winning percentage last season than Jacoby Brissett, but their numbers are very similar if you do a deep dive into it from last season. So if I'm the Cardinals, I'll still ride it out with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
And, until you get the quarterback. I mean, I know they drafted Carson Beck in the third round. I don't think he's the answer either. But I would ride it out with Jacoby Brissett and kind of go from there. And then maybe in next year's draft, you see where you are from the quarterback position. I wouldn't even want to fool with Aaron Rodgers. And as far as Jeremiyah Love, I don't deem the Cardinals for that pick. He wasn't the highest rated. I had Reese as the highest rated player on the board when the Cardinals picked. But I don't really deem them because I had Love going 4 or 5. Or you pick him at 3.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a huge reach.
It may have been the highest on their board, Rob. I say maybe the highest on their board. They may have had. But
yeah.
Well, to pick a running back that high in this day and age, it seems unusual. But Arizona to stick with their organization, what they got, and keep the headache in Pittsburgh is probably going to be better for them, even if they have. They're going to finish last in their division.
Yeah.
Rodgers.
Even if they finish, they're going to finish last by a long ways in their division.
Richard said Rodgers needs to go to the CFL.
Oh man.
Yeah. But with that said,
Spurs up by
Aaron
30.
Rodgers is that's all he is a percent these days. He's nothing,
Yeah. 30
that's
points.
what he is at this point. He thinks he's better than what he is.
Yeah, that's kind of sad. Here, let's revisit the Micah Parsons trade. Did the Cowboys feel good about it? And I think you had some Green Bay Packer fans or something like that who joined us, something like that, or no? So that's kind of a way to
We've got some people up in Wisconsin that are in their man cave, I'm sure, right now listening to.
Appreciate you guys showing us some love.
What we got to
thank
say.
you.
A little slow start here. We'll figure this out.
Oh, yeah. But to revisit the Parsons trade, Parsons before he got hurt, the Packers were the 9th best defense. And they averaged 18. They held the teams to 18.8 points per game. He had 19 solo tackles, 12.5 sacks, and 26 quarterback hits, and 12 tackles for loss. The guy's a phenomenal athlete. But like I told you guys when Jerry Jones was trying to give all the money to Dak Prescott, no. CeeDee Lamb, no. Then it was Parsons, and he finally said no. But what they got out of the deal is, they got Kenny Clark, Quentin Williams. Thank God they got rid of Mozzie Smith in that whole scenario.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Another one of those Michigan defensive linemen.
What's that?
Another
Another one of those Michigan defensive linemen.
That's right.
Jake was going to chime
The
in.
hell with him.
Well, you got Aiden Hutchinson is having a good career though.
And
Jake, you wouldn't give nothing. Go ahead, Gary.
we picked up. We reached for Malachi Lawrence, but that's who we got in the draft.
Yeah.
And then also with those picks, Devin Moore. Moving down in the draft, we got Devin Moore and LT Overton in the draft. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys for Parsons. At this point, I don't know if it's who wins it right now, but we needed to stop the bleeding, and our defense will be definitely better this year. I'm anticipating this defense being by midseason a top 15 defense in the league.
I think they'll be improved for sure, and if not top 15, maybe top 20. I do think the Cowboys defense, I know they got a lot of expectations for the edge rusher they got out of Boston College last year, Donovan. I always butcher his last name, so I'm just going to call him Donovan.
Yes.
But you all know what I'm talking about. I know the Cowboys got a lot of high expectations for him. You got Rashawn Gary from Green Bay. And look, I know I like Malachi Lawrence. I just didn't think the value was there to take him at 23. I thought he was more of a second-round pick. That doesn't mean he won't have an impact. I think he can have an impact as an edge rusher. I just thought the value at that pick wasn't there. But so I think Caleb Downs has a chance to be Defensive Rookie of the Year. I think it's going to come down to him or David Bailey, in my personal opinion. Because I think David Bailey is a better pure pass rusher now.
And the reason why I didn't talk about Caleb Downs is because that was Dallas's pick. It wasn't in with them.
I think those are the top. I know that was one of the topics. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I think Bailey or Downs are my top 2 picks to be Defensive Rookie of the Year.
It's going to be a Buckeye. That's all I'll say.
There you go.
It's going to be a Buckeye. That's going to be.
Yeah. Well, I think David Bailey from Texas got a shot at it. I think Bailey or Caleb Downs are the top 2 good guys. Yeah.
Let's go.
So I think if it is a Buckeye, in my opinion, it'd be Caleb Downs. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I think it'll be him.
Ooh, I don't know. It could be Sonny Styles in Washington.
I like Sonny Styles too.
I like Sonny Styles too.
I hate Sonny Styles.
Yeah, of course you do. So we're still trying to make sure that JQ's feeling good, man. So the top wide receivers in 23-7, Rob, we're going to talk about that. Then we're also going to get to the mock draft, and we're going to talk about some playoffs in the NBA and kind of some stuff rigged, man. But let's have some fun here. So let's go to the top 2027 wide receivers, and we already know who's number one out of the Ohio State University. Go ahead and call it out, JQ. Say it with your chest, my guy. You know who it is.
Listen, what's understood don't need to be said.
Joey Galloway, let's go. Joey Galloway. No, I'm joking.
Not Joey Galloway.
Way back. Yeah.
Dude, hey, they had this thing. They had this thing. They're talking about some top receivers. Sammy Watkins was like a top something. I was like, oh my god. I was going back. He didn't do nothing in the league. You remember him? Oh,
listen,
no, nobody remembers him.
Oh, that was so bad. He
was a problem at Clemson, though.
He was a problem at Clemson, but just didn't do nothing, man. You're man.
Didn't live up to the expectations.
That is just disappointing, man. We thought that he was going to be all world.
What school did he go to?
He went to Clemson.
Yeah. Listen, y'all. Listen to me one of these days. I keep trying to tell you. Go ahead, Rob, with the wide receivers. I keep trying to tell you.
Well, I mean, you guys already said it. Jeremiah Smith, I don't need to say much more. Best pure wide receiver, 6'3", runs a 4.32 40. Great route runner as well. Good hands. Number 2 is going to be Cam Coleman. Transfer from Auburn to Texas. 6'3", runs a 4.42. I think he's going to have a big-time year this year, and I think he'll have a chance to be in the top 10 pick as well in next year's draft. Number 3, we got to see, Ryan Williams kind of fell off a little bit.
Ryan Williams, yeah.
But his talent is unbelievable. He runs a 4.28 40, 6 feet, extremely quick. I think he can play on the outside. He can play on the slot. He did have a high number of drops this past season. I think he's going to have a big-time year this year as a junior. Obviously, we got to see who Alabama's going to play at quarterback. But and then, JQ, we got 2 Clemson receivers next. T.J. Moore, 6'3", runs a 4.42 40. And then Brian Westco, who had a solid year last year, 6'2", runs a 4.4 40, both from Clemson. We got to see what they're going to have at the quarterback position this year. And then 2 other guys I'll talk about, Ryan Wingo from Texas, 6'2", runs a 4.36. Texas should be loaded at the receiver position with Wingo and Coleman out there. And then Charlie Becker from Indiana. Watch him this year. Big target, 6'4", runs a 4.46. Watch Becker this year, too. I think he can have a big time.
Here we go with the Indiana love. And all of a sudden, here, let's go.
Hey, man, I'm from Indiana. Man, I ain't got nothing, JQ. Come on, man. You got to let me have this, man. I got nothing, man.
He's not a Georgia Tech fan anymore.
I'm still a Georgia Tech fan. I'm still a Georgia. How come I can't be a Georgia Tech fan? How come I can't be a Georgia Tech? Man, I'm from Indiana. That's where I was born.
Hit the switch. Hit the switch like Drake.
That's right, man. Y'all be. That's okay. Let's go. I'm about to switch my Indiana.
So your slowest wide receiver there was the kid from Indiana at 4.46, correct?
Yeah.
These guys are flyers.
He's a big target, though. He's like 6'4". He uses his body really well.
That's crazy.
He knows how to box out defenders, like he posting up in basketball. He does a really good job with that. He's got good leaping ability, too, so he can go up, top end of football, catch it at his highest point over DB. So a lot of that's going to work to his advantage.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Let's keep going, Rob.
Looking forward to that.
Let's do the NBA mock draft here. We'll get to some quick playoffs. I mean, it's been we're going to go through a couple of these really quick games. Obviously, the Knicks are up 2-0 in the Sixers. Sixers could not pull that away, even though they played spirited without Joel Embiid.
It's a good game.
Yeah, and man, they put them on. They had them on the ropes. How old is Paul George? Damn, is he like 80 years old?
36.
Paul George had a heck of a first half. He needed Maxey and BJ to bring him home, and they couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was talking joke, but I'm saying I was like, man, like he's still playing.
Before we move to the NBA, I want to hear what Rob, yours, and Dre's and JQ's top offensive.
We're gonna get back to that. I was just trying to get to this to maybe because we're getting close to. It's like getting close to the 12, but we can kind of fire that off real quick if you want.
Just real quick.
I want to get the mock draft stuff like that too, for sure.
What are we doing? A draft or
the top offensive, the top 5 offensive? You want to indulge Gary?
Oh, in the NFL.
Yeah.
He just wants somebody to say the damn Cowboys. That's all.
I do have the Cowboys and the Bengals in my top 5. So
that's what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
You better.
I do have the Cowboys. I think the Rams are still in that number.
Yep.
With Matthew Stafford in that offense.
Mhm.
And, I know we talk about the Seahawks defense, but I like them on offense too with their offensive line, with Smith and Jigba, Rashid Shaheed as a deep threat down the football field. And now they got Jadarian Price to go with Charbonnet at the running back position. When you look at their offensive production last season, I think it's going to be about the same. Their offensive production, they scored over 4 and some points last season. So I think they're going to be in that ballpark again. And, I don't know if the Lions going to win their division, but I still like their offense, right? When you look at what they have on the perimeter and their offensive line, and obviously the running back position that they have as well, too. So I still like the Lions. I think a sleeper this year to watch offensively is the Buffalo Bills. And again, DJ Moore, they got some wide receiver help in the draft as well. Solid offensive line. Obviously, they lost one of the best offensive line, David Edwards, to the Saints. But I think they're still a sleeper to watch, even with the tight end situation. So the Buffalo Bills are right there, in my opinion. They could probably sneak into that top 5, somewhere around 6, 7, 8.
I don't know why Buffalo would be a sleeper. The offense wasn't the problem in Buffalo. It was the defense. I give you Buffalo. I give you Cincinnati. I give you Dallas. I don't know about Seattle. I think losing Kenneth Walker is going to be a bigger deal than they think it is because Charbonnet can't stay healthy. We'll see. They got the kid from Notre Dame, right? You drafted Price?
Yeah.
Price.
Okay. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Yeah, so I guess we'll see, but I'm not quite ready to put him at number 5. So Bengals, Cowboys, Bills, Rams for sure, because as long as they can keep Puka from being stupid, that should be good. I'm trying to figure out. I give you Detroit at 5. I think Detroit has the same problem that Buffalo has, is that Detroit got decimated on defense, and they never really recovered. But that offense is still really explosive.
But Buffalo did not have any weapons on the perimeter last year. We know that was a big-time problem for them. But now they may have a chance to with getting DJ Moore. I think
DJ Moore is a great
pickup. I think Buffalo's offense will be better this year. And actually, I think their defense will be better, too.
Pump the brakes.
Had nowhere to go but up.
Pump the brakes.
You got that big jump running the ball.
Same 5.
Yeah.
Same 5.
Yeah. What about Chicago, you guys?
I got to see Caleb Williams take another jump. He's got to improve his accuracy.
I got him. Yeah, I got the Bills in Chicago at 5. Kind of one or the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I wonder what he does without DJ Moore or Reliable. I know he likes Colson at tight end, but it was always that push come to shove, he can always go to DJ Moore.
That's scary
to take another step with Caleb. Is I think what has to happen for that Chicago offense to get there, but they run the heck out of the ball. They have a really good offensive line. So yeah, Chicago to me is just on the outside looking in, probably like 6 or 7.
I got questions, Gary, because Drew Dahlman, unexpected retirement at the center. So how do they kind of replace him and stuff like that too?
Yeah.
So we'll see how that plays out. Losing DJ Moore, like you said, we talked about that. That's a huge loss because that was his kind of safety net, if you will. And same thing with Cole Kemet. So and you still kind of draft the place, but you just want to see, again, what he does this year. Defenses are now going to start preparing for him. So they're all right. We got your full year of your tape, Caleb. So now you got to take that next step and see how you're going to advance and kind of proving people wrong. That's my only concern about the Bears.
If I'm Cole Kmet, I want to trade. I would say this is some bullshit.
100%. Now you're the you're
listening.
Mendoza is still there too, though, Jake.
Yeah, he is. But he was having a good year. He had a good year. Then they got Coastal from Michigan, and he just took over the tight end duties from him like he wasn't no good. I was like, man, get me out of here.
There's some questions too because because obviously with DJ Moore taking a lot of double teams, and Rome was kind of doing his thing. He's so then Cole. So you kind of upset like a dynamic of the offense. I don't. We'll see. I mean, unless Ben Johnson thinks he's the guy, man. I don't know, man.
Or maybe they take it to that New England offense where you go to what you do with tight ends and say, hey, the tight ends are our best catchers on there, and let's feature them and see what happens.
That's an option too. Like I said, there's too many questions right now because I don't know. Again, I get it. Buffalo's like, hey, we need a guy. You gave up with DJ Moore. I don't know. Like that was a. He's a good player, man,
You're on the clock.
I don't know. I just got questions, man. You know, just you don't take weapons away from a guy that was hitting his stride. You know, that's I don't know. That's my 2 cents on that. But that's a good call, Gary. Appreciate you.
Thanks for indulging.
Yeah. Richard. Yeah, man. Yeah, you got a ways to go, man. You don't even know who your quarterback is right now. Sorry. Oh man, what's happening with DK Metcalf, man? Is he getting arrested, man? We got to figure that out, man. Anyway, just don't be like, whole other conversation. Rob, so we're kind of, we're just going to briefly touch base on the playoffs. Obviously, we talked about the Knicks. Barely, Sixers can hold on. Spurs are just like laying it in on the freaking
It's
T-Wolves.
35 points. Still 10 minutes to go.
Sorry about the Lakers. Yeah, Lakers.
Wave the white flag and call this one.
Throw the damn towel.
Listen, throw the damn towel. No, Luka, no chance. We knew that.
Yeah. And then
What's wrong with him?
Listen, being Luka, and when I said in the chat that I'm starting to understand where Dallas was with him, bro. What did you do to your hamstring? This dude, we watched Edwards' leg go backwards, and he back. And you saw on the sideline your T-shirt. Like, don't get me started on Luka right now.
All right.
I heard you.
Who you more
And that's why I
frustrated with,
asked.
the Reds or
Thank you, not to get under your skin or anything.
Be all the above.
But I heard your chat. I heard your comments in the chats, and that's why I asked you that. That's the only reason.
Yeah, again, it's a bad look that you came in here and said I revamped my diet and my thing and this, that, and the other. We watched the play. There's nothing in that play that suggest that he still shouldn't be able to get back out there in some form or fashion. And him and Austin Reeves with that dud that Austin Reeves showed yesterday, shit.
Wow.
Yeah, what he had, like 8 points?
Listen, some shit that me and you could have got.
41-year-old LeBron James putting up 27 and 12.
Hey, LeBron looked good.
Yeah, LeBron looked good. LeBron was balling.
He's supposed to be the third option, though, right?
Yeah. Shit.
Good luck with that this offseason in LA.
Anyway, and the Pistons and the Cavs, guys. The Cavs kind of bucked up. Being physical with the Pistons right now. Pistons are struggling offensively, man. That's just no ifs, ands, or buts about that, man.
I still like them though. I still like the Pistons in this.
They got to muck it up, man. They were trying to muck it up with the.
Why? Go ahead and say it with your chest.
If
You know
Michael
why?
Evans can give them 20-some points, then I think the Pistons.
But who else though, Rob? Who else though? Who else?
Well, I think they need Duncan Robinson to hit 3 to 4 threes a game.
He hasn't been doing that. He hasn't been doing that.
They need Jalen Duran to just give them more production too. He's doing it on the defensive end, but he's not giving it to him on the offensive end.
You got to score points, man.
You know who it is.
I just don't trust until Donovan Mitchell and James Harden prove to me that they can win in the playoffs.
There it is.
Say it with your chest. You know what you wanted to say? Say it with your chest. Those two until they prove it to you.
Have ever done anything in the playoffs? They seem to always lose in
the second round. They got the double-edged sword of those haven't done.
Yeah. They put them on the same team.
That's like,
put them on the same
that was
team.
so bad. Oh man,
it could have washed out if they were playing against each other. But
wash it out.
Now Orlando had Pistons on the ropes, and the Pistons probably lucky that Franz Wagner didn't get hurt. The Pistons were still playing.
Yeah, the Magic won that series. For sure.
Yeah.
And Jamal Mosley may still have a job.
Yeah, that just everything from bad to worse.
I read that story about he lost Paulo Banchero.
Yeah, they underachieved all year, man. And they should have been a little more. They should have been.
They
better
did underachieve all year.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
Listen, when it's between the coach and the superstar player, more often than not, the superstar player wins.
Always wins.
Correct.
Yeah.
I was joking.
I like the Pistons in that one, but I think the Pistons will lose to the Knicks in the next.
Listen,
round.
I tell you what, though, I can't even. Listen, that Magic Pistons series is again 2 bombs in the street fighting over a ham sandwich, and this Cavs Pistons is going to be the same thing. It's hard to watch, man. It's hard to watch. I mean, I tried to. I was watching it. To listen, 2 balls fighting over a ham sandwich is hard. Just they can't hit the rocks out of the barn. It's terrible.
I think the Magic Pistons series got better as it went along, though. But
no, it didn't.
In the beginning, it was kind of tough to watch.
No, it didn't. The stakes got
over
higher,
ham
and
sandwich.
you wanted
Over
the
ham
stakes
sandwich.
got higher, and you wanted the game to be better because the stakes got higher because it was a 3-1. He was like, "Can they come back?" But the actual
visual's
gameplay
hilarious.
did not get any better. It was terrible. I watched it as much as I could.
Yeah,
This is
that visual's hilarious.
I'm-
Or maybe it was just enjoy watching Cade Cunningham play because he's a heck of a player.
That's all I got,
he
man.
is, but still.
Yeah, you got to have some free flow, and you got to have some offense. You got to have some excitement, man. So, understood. All right, let's get to the mock draft. I know I was texting you guys because I know the NBA they're doing their best to prevent tanking and and having JV squads play. Just what the hell the Utah did, just sitting all their play. It's pretty bad. So this is where we'll talk about the mock draft and what should occur, because if you're looking at it right, if you don't want the team, you want to punish the teams that tank, right? So who should get it should be Sacramento if you're looking at it the right way, because they actually tried to play, even though they don't. What the hell? That was just a dumpster fire that they were trying to do, man. So, but Rob, I am curious because of the mock draft and kind of your thoughts. Yeah, let's go. I'm curious as far as where you have the order and kind of we know who the top three are at this juncture for sure. So yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously we don't have the official order until the lottery comes
Sunday.
out, but I'm just going based off the records right now. So I'll go over the top 10, and I'll talk about the Hawks and the Lakers. Trailblazers and my Pels don't have any first-round picks, so nothing to talk about from that standpoint. I still got the Banter going number 1, and if he winds up with Washington, and if they can figure out a way to get Trae Young and Anthony Davis healthy, look out. Man, you might have a team. The Washington Wizards haven't had a 50-win season since 1978-79 season.
Wow.
Damn, Gilbert Arenas didn't have a 50-win season?
Nope. That's the longest streak right now in the NBA of a team that has not had a 50-win season. The Wizards, they were the Washington Bullets back then, of course.
Is that Wes Unseld?
Oh my gosh.
Wes Unseld, I think Gus Williams maybe was on that team.
What?
Gus Williams was Seattle on that year.
Yeah.
Yeah. But 78-79
Albert
was
Chaney.
the last year the Washington Wizards won at least 50 games. It's the longest streak. Even my Pels have won 50 wins since then.
Come on,
And,
man. Wait a minute. Not Calvert Cheney.
You remember him? You remember Calvert Cheney? You remember him?
Yeah, Indiana.
He's on his Indiana Hoosiers kick tonight.
Yeah, not Calvert Cheney.
Yeah, but no team can count on Anthony Davis.
Oh man. Yeah, it's not street clothes. Come on, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, if there's a way, just like the
If he
Sixers
has
count on Joel Embiid, but yeah.
If he has that strange season where he plays, 75 games or something, then absolutely they could have a 50.
And then Sarr, he's been coming on too for the Wizards. So I mean, he's
He
another
can play
player.
5-5.
Yeah, and Sarr can play on both ends. He's a two-way player, so he's improved his offensive game, and he's going to be an elite defender too.
Easy. You can't say that. He let Bam go for 83 on them. So let's take that back.
Pump the brakes. He ain't gone 83. He ain't scored 83.
Hey,
He ain't going.
That wasn't all on
again.
Sarr.
He ain't done that no more.
Bam wouldn't get 83 on me.
I'm just saying, they both play center.
I'd
Right,
fight him in
Gary.
the
I don't think
kneecap.
he'd probably score 110 on you, Gary.
Yeah, he'll
I'd fight him in the kneecap.
All right, Dan.
He be holding on to his leg, Gary. He be holding on to his leg. You like,
Listen, that's Jeff Van Gundy. I just don't know if I can put him in that category where like do with 83 in this season on his team. But go ahead, Rob.
Yep. So the Wizards haven't had a 50-win season since
That's crazy.
78-79.
Wow,
It's
that's
crazy.
That's nuts. I would just assume that Gilbert have had at least one.
yeah,
Maybe 40-something, but not 50.
Wow.
Damn.
Hey, that's a long ass time, isn't it?
Yeah. Number 2, I don't know if I would feel comfortable making this pick at number 2, but I think I got Darren Peterson number 2 to Indiana. When healthy, he's still the best athlete in this draft, right? So it's going to be a tough one because of obviously he missed half the season on last season, but the potential is there, and you have to, at some point you're going to have to take a shot at him and see. And Indiana did lose. Their big man from last season to Milwaukee.
That's why you take Cam Boozer. That's why you take Boozer.
Yeah, but you need a third star.
Yeah,
I can see the Boozer point too. I got Boozer going number 3 to Brooklyn right now. I got Caleb Wilson. Caleb Wilson, I think, can be a big time player.
I don't see Indy passing up on Boozer.
So what?
I don't see that. I don't see that either. Indy passing.
I don't see Indy passing up on Boozer.
he seems like an Indy kind of dude.
It's a tough one because Peterson has superstar potential. I think Boozer has star potential. If Peterson is healthy, he could be a superstar.
I agree.
That's a big if.
Who would you take, JQ? You're on the clock.
I think Peterson
Indiana kick us in.
Yeah, no, I think Peterson has shades of Kawhi Leonard in terms of his talent and his makeup. But then you have the other side that I think he has a Kawhi Leonard in terms of the low management, and he just marches to the beat of his own drummer. I feel like if you take Boozer, you got 10 years of 20 and 11. So I probably would lean to Boozer to pair my big man with Halliburton.
You didn't ask me, Gary, and I'm from Indiana. Come on, man. What the hell?
Oh, here we go.
Who are you taking, Dre?
I didn't ask him.
I'm asking him.
Man,
Dre?
I really hate that Cuzzo hasn't been it's in load management. But man, you know.
These people are about 44 points.
I don't like it.
They're going nuts on now.
I'll still take Boozer, unfortunately. You know, Darren, man. I just hate man. I don't
Alex
like
Rodriguez, they got E-Rod on the screen looking pitiful.
He's pretty pissed. Keep going, Rob. Go ahead with the next picks. Go ahead.
Yeah,
All right, where did I stop? With Caleb Wilson to Utah at 4?
He's at 4. Okay, Utah should be they should be picking 7th because of Tank Gate. But keep going.
I got Darius Cuff Jr. going to Sacramento. I think he can be a taller Allen Iverson. I really do. I think he's got that kind of potential as well, right? Big time scorer, and can be a facilitator.
He scares me though, man. He scares me defensively, man. That's the only thing. That's the problem with him, man. That's the only thing that's just.
Man, he really did come on strong.
He's a dynamic scorer, but he scares me defensively, man.
I think he got a shot. I got him at 5 right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes 4. I really don't.
What'd you say, JQ, about?
I hate it for him to have to go to Sacramento, but go ahead.
Yeah. At number 5, I got Memphis going Keaton Wagler from Illinois. The good thing about Wagler, I think he's a combo guard. He's 6'6". I think he can play the 1. I think he can play the 2.
Yeah.
He can shoot it.
That's the I like. That's what I like.
He's only like a 3-star high school recruit, but had a big time year this past season. I got Atlanta taking Kingston Flemings, point guard from Houston. And look, he's an athletic point guard too. 6'4", can get to the rack. Really improved his shooting in the second half of the season. I think defensively, he still needs a little bit of work, and that's, obviously Kelvin Sampson. His teams are usually always rely on their defense, and they were not as good on defense this past season. And he was a part of that.
Hold on, who would you take right there, then, Dre?
I just don't. I get it. I mean, I'd prefer Wagler at this time, but again.
But he's gone at 6. So
I know he's gone. I know. I'd probably, shit. I mean, we need size, man, at this juncture. But damn.
But nobody's value is set right there at 6 for the size. So
I know.
Nope.
I know. That's why I'm not a fan of this draft already. Keep going, Rob.
Wow. See, that's why I didn't ask you before.
Why? Why?
Oh my goodness.
Why? Because of my feelings. The NBA because it's rigged. Keep going, Rob. Rob, we'll put it back. Oh, we're gonna keep Wagner. You get to get the 5th, 6th. Oh, there you go. That's exactly.
You think that Knicks Hawks game 6 was rigged?
No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the frozen envelope, man.
Okay, all right.
Andy Merritt's too high to take.
Number 8, I got the Dallas Mavericks going with Carol Brown Jr. from Louisville. He's another big point guard, like 6'5", and he can score the rock. Chicago, I got him going Braden Burry, shooting guard from Arizona. In Milwaukee, I got him going Nate Mint, forward from Tennessee. Nate Mint is a big-time off-the-ball defender, 6'10", can come off the ball and block shots as well. Really good offensive player, too. Guess what, folks? Those top 10 picks,
yeah, exactly.
Those top 10 picks are all freshmen, right?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Atlanta's got the number 23 pick I got him taking Terrace Reed Jr., center from UConn, 6'11". You know, a lot of size. He really came on strong this season, right? He was not projected to be drafted coming into the season. But Danny Hurley, one thing I give him a lot of credit. He does a really good job coaching up big men. You know, I know Gary's seeing that with Donovan Cleveland in Portland. But he's done a really good job over the last 6-7 years with his production of big men. And the Lakers at 25, I got him taking Allen Graves, power forward from Santa Clara. What I like about Graves, number one, I like him he's a Louisiana kid from Ponchatoula, Louisiana. He was a 3-star recruit. LSU didn't recruit him, dummies. But anyway, he went to Santa Clara, had a big-time year, led Santa Clara to the tournament, and they almost beat Kentucky in the tournament. But he's like 6'9", 6'10", man, can handle the ball like a point forward. He can post you up. Very versatile game. Got a nice fadeaway jump shot. Really good on the defensive end. I think he's a real sleeper in this draft. He's in the transfer portal right now as well. So he does have a chance to back out of the draft. I think the deadline is like May 27th. So we'll see what he does, if he's going to stay in the draft or not. But I have him going in that range in 20 right now. So I got him at 25. He's also a freshman.
I was going to say,
he's going to the Lakers. He might back out.
No, you know what? I was going to say.
No, they back out when they had to go to Portland.
No shit.
Oh,
No shit. Thank you.
Oh snap! I don't know.
I'm used to that.
Gary, why does Portland have like 10 centers? I guess they're trying to do like the fantasy draft like Rob. Yeah, I got about 10 centers. I am curious about that. Yeah, so you know, I'm just asking for a friend, man. You know, because
so the Lakers can't have one
because they got.
Hey, we gave you one.
You know, they got Robert Williams. You know, whatever.
Remember that was going to be your big three.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Rob, thank you for the draft.
I told you.
The only thing I was going to say about that is like the stuff right with Kingston. It's like he's 6'4". We got 6'4". We got McCollum. We got Nickel. You know, we got some smaller guards already. That's why I'm not as a fan of that. You know, not that it's a bad pick. So it's just we got to figure it out. I'm hoping either
you pick
one
the best
or
players in the NBA draft.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. I'm with you on that.
Trade back.
But yeah, you can always trade. You know, there's options. You know. We need some size. We need, you know, the Andy Mara. I like that guy. You know, he's a big 7 foot. I know J.K. Mason from Michigan, 7'3" guy. I like Keaton. You know, Wagler. I like him. Those are kind of like it's either 1 or like 5. That's where I want to be. You know, either 1 or 5. You know, kind of. You know, I know that's kind of a thing. Don't be like 7. I'll be pissed off at the NBA again because you're trying.
I hate the Hawks. I mean, I don't hate the Hawks. But I don't want them to be in the top 5. That's going to make that trade look horrible for the Pelicans.
Man, it's the best between the Pelicans or the Bucks. You got to let that shit go,
there.
Rob. Let it go, man.
I ain't letting it go.
No, you can't let that shit go.
Man, I can't let. I've been letting go 28-3 for years, man. You got to let that go, man. So what I'm going to say is
well, you brought it up, so you didn't let it go yet.
I haven't. I clearly haven't let the same thing. So the point is like in this instance, so you're kind of looking at, we already got Asa Newell last year, so we already got the 6'9" guy. So we already got, you know, he's not as dynamic as a Nate Ahmed or like even a AJ Dubasa. So that's kind of what you're looking at too. So we need like another.
Y'all gotta get Ricochet going, right?
Yeah, I mean,
going out the building.
Well, I mean, they're still thinking about him. I don't know if we resign Kuminga. I don't know. There's still some talk about that as well. There's still some things, man. You know, we need.
You look at you mentioned Ade Mara. I have him going number 11 to Golden State. You know, they need some size.
Who's that? Who's that?
Ade Mara from Michigan, the center.
Is it Ade Mara? Yeah. So that's the guy. We need some size, man. So I like JQ said, if you trade down, you know, or hey, do some packaging.
Christian Jr., the kid from New Orleans, played at Houston. He's about 6'11" as well. I got him going number 17.
I need like 7'3", 7 foot. I don't need like 6'11", 6'10". I need like 7 foot.
It's not many of them in this draft.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro,
Ade Mara is 7'1".
I know, JQ, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying what I need. Like I said, I'm just saying, man. Shit. Come on, man.
We all need things. That's wow. They're resigning. They're gonna be
available.
about the
He's 7'6".
Who's that? Who you talking about? Who'd you say?
John Bradley. He's 7'6".
Oh my God, that's like too much, if you will, too. I'm going to talk about really quickly a couple things here. Jaylen Brown, he's not leaving the Celtics. I know he said he was frustrated. I don't think he is, man.
Listen, if you're Atlanta, you better bring him home.
Man, we ain't got the capital. We ain't got. I mean, man, I wish that would be like a dream come true. Like, and then call Ant like 3 years later. Come on, man.
Well,
You
if
like
you
I'm making
pair
up
him
stuff,
with
man.
Jalen Johnson, man, that's a duo right
That
there.
would be amazing.
Wow.
But come on, man. Why am I even like getting my hopes up for this?
Who does Boston take in return though to make that happen?
He ain't going nowhere.
Jalen Johnson.
First round picks and a bunch of players.
He ain't
I
going
don't
nowhere.
think he's leaving either, but
He ain't
Hey,
going nowhere.
I got a couple of questions for JQ, and it's not about basketball.
Oh, Lord.
goodness gracious.
JQ, I was reading today about the Bengals and about how much space they have available, money they have to spend. And then they were talking about the amount of money that the organization, the owner has. And I guess he's one of the poorest owners in the NFL. So what are they going to do with all that? Is he going to leverage himself and bring in some of these free agents that still haven't been signed to help out your defense? Or are they just going to just let it ride?
Let it ride.
127 to 82. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, they're going crazy. No, he's again. That's what I talked about before. Why they didn't pick up the 5th-year option for Miles Murphy, and they kept talking about cap flexibility. It's because they're broke. So they made the moves they were going to make, and when I told my family when they drafted those 2 linebackers last year, they were like, "We're going to sign a free agent linebacker." I said, "No, they're not. You don't spend 2 picks on linebackers last year and start them every game to just replace them." So the defensive moves they made are the defensive moves that they made, and they're gonna let it ride. And then make decisions. They're gonna be in the same position with their secondary that Kansas City was this year. So they're gonna try to get another good year out of it, and then draft in the secondary next year. Is my guess. But
that's discouraging when you've got that much talent on that team, one of the top offenses in the league, and all they need to do, they could bring in 5 or 6 of these free agents that are still available on the defensive side of the ball to improve that defense.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not doing it. They're not going to do it.
Nope. Let it ride.
There you go. Let's wrap this up. Just want to give a couple of shout outs. Don Staley, just killing it, man. Masterclass in the portal and getting some number 1 high school. I mean, she's on fire with South Carolina.
She's Don Staley, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She is just killing it. And then
they're gonna be in the top 5 again next year for sure.
100%. And then Giannis, I don't think he's going anywhere. And sad thing is he's kind of past his prime because I know there was opportunities for him to make a move.
I don't know if Giannis is back next year.
Where's he going?
I got an interesting scenario about Giannis for next season.
Don't talk about OKC again. Don't talk about this.
No, I don't think OKC is. That was JQ talking about that. OKC is not going to trade for Giannis.
I mean, it's not feasible. That wasn't feasible, but okay.
And Chet Holmgren, 24 points, 12 rebounds last night. They're not trading Chet Holmgren for Giannis.
What's going to get DeAndre Ayton soft ass trying to guard him? Go ahead.
They are not trading Chet Holmgren for Giannis.
Wrap it up, Rob. Get your point, man. Come on.
I got an interesting scenario, though. How happy are the Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum? And how happy are the fan base with Jason Tatum? I think there's a slight possibility that the Celtics trade Jason Tatum to the Bucks for Giannis.
I would think
and his brothers,
huh?
And the family.
Oh no, that's just over after Milwaukee. I think it would be Jaylen Brown. I think Jason Tatum is more of a Celtic in the Celtics fans and organization's eyes than Jaylen Brown is. Yeah. Jaylen Brown's a boat rocker, and Jason Tatum is not. I think Jaylen Brown is one of the ones you would trade. I get what you're saying.
Jaylen Brown's the best player on their team right now. It's not Tatum.
But okay, we can talk about it offline. Jason Tatum is more of what the Boston fans and the organization I think will prop up as, hey, he's our Celtic. I think they would shop Jaylen Brown first.
I agree with you.
Plus, he's light skinned too.
The fan base is frustrated with Tatum. I mean, I sent y'all a little clip where the dude was banging on the seats and he said, "Tatum, it's your fault."
And that's wild to me because he could have just took the Kevin Durant route, and other guys were like, you know what, you got more years ahead of you. He rushed himself back trying to make this work. Jaylen Brown got on Twitch and said, "This has been my most enjoyable season ever." What?
Yep. Yeah.
You mean when your homeboy was hurt and you got knocked out in the first round? This was your most enjoyable season ever. This is Jaylen Brown's words from his own mouth on his own personal Twitch stream. That
The
right there
Celtics have
is
never
unbelievable.
been afraid to make these kind of moves in their history.
Yeah.
I think they're a sleeper for Giannis. I really do. I think Tatum will be the guy they would trade.
I don't. I think it's Jaylen Brown they would trade for Giannis. I don't know
If I
Jaylen
were the
Brown's
GM, I would trade Brown. If I were the GM there,
I
and
would
that
trade
was the trade, I
I
would
would
not.
trade Tatum.
What's
I
that?
would trade.
I would trade Tatum. But if I look at how Boston is and the way they treat Tatum versus Brown, they're coming to it. And also outside of that, you just can't have two MFers both making $300 million together, and you don't want to go to the second apron. Somebody has to go, right? Like they're to the point where somebody has to go if you want to have a competitive roster moving forward.
Jaylen Brown is the best player on their team. He's one of the top 5 two-way players in the game. He gets it done on the defensive end. He gets.
I would love to
on
have
the
Jaylen
offensive
Brown,
end.
but I don't think it's happening, JQ.
Those are the
I'd love
kind
to
of
have
players
that.
you need on you. You need two-way players to be successful, and Brown is a two-way player. And then you add another two-way player in Giannis on a perimeter. But obviously Giannis has got to stay healthy. And I hate the Boston Celtics. And
Me and you both.
I celebrated like the Sixers won a championship. I think I was celebrating more so because the Celtics were eliminated, and and the other night.
But my only thing to you is that it feels like on the outside looking in that the Celtics value Jason Tatum more than they value Jaylen Brown. You don't really feel like the Celtics celebrated Jaylen Brown being in the MVP conversation this year. You really feel like they celebrated him winning the Finals MVP the year that they won it, right? Like you feel like they propped Jason Tatum up as the face of the organization, and Jaylen Brown is his sidekick. And I think that's part of the frustration that resides with Jaylen Brown in Boston. Where I think it's going to be Jaylen Brown that goes.
Yeah.
So Boston
another team I think with Giannis is to watch for is the Houston Rockets, right? And look, I said this last summer. I think y'all kind of laughed at me. But if you look at the last 5 or 6 years, every team Kevin Durant goes to has gotten worse.
That's true. We talked about that.
The Phoenix Suns traded him this past season. They got better. But I don't know what it is because Kevin Durant is a walking bucket.
He's getting old.
But it's just something about him when he goes to a team. That team's just not – they just go down as far as a win-loss record perspective, right? So I think the Rockets are a team to watch for Giannis as well. I don't know if Durant will be a part of that package or if they move on Elfrid Sengun, for Giannis. But I think the Rockets will be a team in play as well. The Rockets will get Fred Van Vliet back next season too, right? And now he was a huge loss for them too this year.
Huge.
Yeah. They really missed him in the playoffs.
JQ, would you want Giannis on your team on the Lakers? And if so, what would you give up if that?
Hell no, because of Thanasis is coming with them.
But no, listen, I keep trying to tell you that's just over. That's a Milwaukee and a Milwaukee deal only. And the other big teams are not going to do that. Yes, I would, but I don't think they have the. Well, I didn't think they don't have the assets to match up because unless
you're going to lose LeBron's salary, so you'll have the cap space.
You would, but what do you give Milwaukee? They don't want Austin Reeves, they don't. So I mean, if you convince them that Austin Reeves is the next coming of a Jerry West from Milwaukee, then maybe. But outside of that doesn't make sense. I think the thing with KD right now, like you look at Phoenix, you gave them Joe Green, you gave them Dillon Brooks, and I know everybody says, well, Dillon Brooks is such and such. Dillon Brooks also plays as a tone setter. He's a two-way player. He sets the edge and gives your team a physical presence. I think part of the reason why teams that Kevin Durant walks away is because of his salary, and you have the ability to fill that salary void with more than one player, and that's a bigger piece of that. But also, Kevin Durant is just somebody who just wants to go score. He don't want to help your young kids get better. He don't want to help the coaches. Just put me in, coach. Let me play my 32 to 35 minutes. I'm gonna get you these buckets. I'm gonna go home and talk to my homeboys. That's what Kevin Durant is. So he's not going to help you necessarily build the culture, and I think that's part of it. But his salary, like we talked about LeBron, you can feel sometimes get 2 to 3 players for that same cap space. It might not be one superstar, but you might get you somebody that's a 3 and D guy. You know what I mean? Or somebody that fills these roles on his team as opposed to having one guy taking up that max space. So, I mean, I think
he's a very sensitive guy.
He is, but my thing is, if you trade Giannis to Houston, if you give up Sengun and you don't have KD, even if you give him Van Vliet, do they still move the needle in the West? Because I don't know if Easton's that guy. I don't know if Jabari Smith is that guy. Listen, they won't even play Reed Shepherd, in big minutes at the point guard. You had to have point guard play. So
if they could find a way to make the trade and keep Sengun and Van Vliet, I think they could be a player in the West.
I don't know.
Giannis has to be healthy though.
I don't know Houston's pick situation. Like, how many picks can they give Milwaukee? Because
you would have to, if Milwaukee would take Durant, I think Armand Thompson too. You got to find a way to keep him too.
He's got to go. Either him's going to have to be in that trade. There's no chance Kevin Durant will retire and go play in Milwaukee.
There you go. Hey, let me ask this question: If we got the 6th pick, would you take the Hawks' pick? Would you take that for Jaylen Brown if you're the Celtics? And maybe Richard?
No. I'm not making it. I hate the Celtics. I would love for them to trade Jaylen Brown for Keaton Wagler. But if I'm the GM of the Celtics, I'm not trading. Jaylen Brown is one of the top 2-way players in the game. I mean, Luka Doncic, we can talk about all day long how he scores 37 points. But Luka Doncic is not a 2-way player. Actually, I think the Lakers have been playing better defense without him.
That's the truth.
In the playoffs,
but they can't score. They can't score.
So I mean, it's give and take a little bit, right? But Jaylen Brown gets it done on both ends of the floor, and those players are hard to find. He will guard your best player on the perimeter, and he's a good off-the-ball defender too, and he can score, and he can run a fast break. He's athletic. No way, I wouldn't make that trade. I mean, as good as this freshman class is, I mean, right now Keaton Wagler I think will be a nice NBA player. Come on, man, I'm not trading Jaylen Brown. Not straight up. Not the way the NBA works.
No
Mikal Bridges goes for 5 picks, how many? And Gobert goes for 6 or 7. How many does Jaylen Brown go for?
Maybe AJ DeBanza, a number 1 pick. He has that kind of potential to be a 2-way player in the NBA like Brown. But yeah, not for Keaton Wagner.
But if you get the number 1 pick, you're going to take AJ DeBanza and take him for the cheap 4 years versus Jaylen Brown at $300 million.
That's the thing. That's the thing. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Wrap this up. Let's go ahead and wrap this up, gentlemen. It's been a long show.
Yeah.
So get those last things up and call this if you will here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in to another edition with Talking Sports on the 12th Man. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and what else are we on, Andre? YouTube. I'm sorry.
YouTube,
Facebook,
another 12th Man. Yep, keep going.
On YouTube and Facebook. Stay tuned, and you'll find out what night we're going to be on next week. So we're talking more NBA playoffs, getting close to the NBA lottery. Is the NBA lottery rigged? We shall see.
Why would you do? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Come on, Yankees, man. We got to pull away from the Rays, man. They only half a game behind us, man. Come on. We got to start pulling away from them. Let's go.
Making you nervous.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out why we're doing the draft.
They played it. Huh?
The lottery on Mother's Day. Come on, NBA, man. Why can't we do this on Saturday? Why can't we do it on Friday night? Why are we doing this on Mother's Day?
It used to be on Tuesday nights. Yeah, I don't understand why we're doing that on Mother's Day.
Why are you getting us in trouble?
Yeah, thank you.
Blame Adam Silver, man, the alien, man.
It's research for the podcast.
Yeah, like, what are we doing? Come on, man.
Well, Andre the Knicks are not in the lottery, so.
And neither are the freaking Spurs at this juncture, so damn.
Hey, man, the NBA might make it to where the Wizards win it, right? They haven't had a 50-win season since 78, 79 season, and it's a big market. DC.
That would be disappointing too.
Yeah.
That would be
And
disappointing.
as bad as the Wizards have been, Washington, D.C. is one of the highest rated markets for watching the NBA on TV. So,
Yep.
So, I mean, obviously, it's probably a market they would like to see have a winning team in for sure. Yeah.
Don't get him started. Don't get him started. Don't set him up.
Atlanta's one of the highest rated markets for watching NBA too.
That's what I'm saying, man. We're right there too. And y'all gave us the most shittiest year for number one pick. Zachary Risha. Get out of here, man. We had a pick in like 50 years.
Up, folks.
Since 1975, we had number one pick. And then, here you go. Man, you gave us the worst year for number one pick. We should trade our player and get like freaking like the Lakers and Mavs. Here you go.
Easy.
Sorry,
Easy.
it is what it is.
Easy.
Nico over here running the draft. Throws the envelope.
Oh, okay. All right, it's time to go.
Hey, Richard, we got to thank you for joining in with us tonight. And
Yeah.
also, dude.
Appreciate you, Richard. Appreciate you, dude.
Thank you, Richard. I don't know about the Steelers going all the way next year, Richard.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you might even be last place in that division.
Ooh.
It's going to be between the Browns.
Who's your
and the
quarterback,
Steelers.
Richard? No, you don't even have a quarterback yet. And you're still saying that Aaron Rodgers is the answer? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
the Browns
Who's your
got a
quarterback?
better defense than the Steelers.
Who's your quarterback?
Jim Plunkett's going to try out for him.
Who's
Okay.
the wide receiver?
Wow. Wow. That's
DK
Jim
Metcalf,
Plunkett.
where's he at?
Yeah, Jim Plunkett.
JQ is
Listen.
hoping it's Drew Allard.
Oh, man.
Please. Twice on Sunday.
Wow.
Trey Lance has got a shot there.
Wow.
Hey, my
George
Saints
Blanchard,
got Trey
yeah, there
Lance's
it is.
younger brother,
George
Bryce Lance.
Blanchard.
Look out.
Man.
Look out.
Hey, no worries, man. We got this, man, because your boy Todd Maravich is coming back, man. Let's go, man.
The boy said
Okay.
George Blander or Fred Belitnikov is going to be
Wow,
the
we're going back.
quarterback
Okay,
for the
wow,
Steelers.
Okay,
I was going to keep it in
done
the
with this
century, but,
conversation.
not like Fran Tarkenton over here trying to make some comebacks and stuff like that, man. Man, appreciate you guys.
Gentlemen, it's
Have
been
a great,
fun tonight.
have a great one.
Been a great night.
Give regards to the fam. Make sure everyone stays safe. Jake, get some rest, man. I hope that the Reds turn around, man. I know it's been rough.
Listen,
man.
pissing me off. Happy Mother's Day, all the wives out there.
Yeah, same thing. Mother's Day.
Yep. Happy Mother's
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day.
All that fun stuff too. We'll see you guys next week, man. We'll give you stay tuned, man, for sure, man. Gentlemen, have a great rest of your evening, man. We'll talk soon.
All right, y'all.
Woo, let's go.